Hey guys, Shinobi Nando here, and welcome to a Ninja Masterclass, your spot for tips and tricks. Today, I'm going to show you how to get the Devil May Cry 5 achievement, well I'll be damned, aka the secret ending. Now, as this is a secret ending, I kind of highly recommend that you beat the game first, for obvious spoilers. Not only that, it makes it a damn sight easier to do if you have already completed the game on at least human, or even better, Devil Hunter. While not overly tricky to do, it does require a bit of skill, and even better, some key upgrades such as health and devil trigger boosts. So with that, the first thing that I advise is to go into the shop, buy all the blue health and all the purple devil trigger orbs that you can. Now gold orbs will be completely useless, for as soon as your health gets too low, you will trigger the end chapter cutscene with no option to repeat the boss battle. Now, as we're playing as Nero, I suggest that you bring some Devil Bringers. In fact, bring as many as you can always burn them as an escape, or use their overcharged ability. Now, some of them I recommend include the Gabera GP01, limited edition exclusive Pasta Breaker, the Mega Buster. Some people take the Sweet Surrender. I'm not the biggest fan of this one. It heals you slowly over time. Some people might find it useful. Now, for those of you with the standard edition, Punchline, Tomboy, Rawhide, use any Devil Breaker that you feel comfortable with, but for me, Gerbera was a must. Some abilities I'd recommend picking up are Table Hopper, Wire Snatch 3, Air Hike for extra mobility, and Trigger Heart so you can stay in your Devil Trigger even longer. I also recommend having the Max Act and Exceed 3 bar, just because if you're good at pulling off the trigger pulls, you can do some extra damage by revving up your sword. You can grab some devil trigger upgrades such as Showdown, but I only found it useful in one of my runs. Also consider maxing out your Devil Breaker capacity. So begin the level as usual and make your way towards Urizen. I've seen a few guys that show you how to get the achievement, but not exactly give you any tips to make this any easier. With that in mind, I recommend doing this on normal, as not only are the enemies a lot easier, Urizen himself doesn't have as much health. Just try to build up your devil trigger meter as high as possible so you have enough for the boss battle. You can kind of see here why I prefer Gabera GP01, as it gives you additional mobility by blasting upwards or downwards instead of just pushing the enemy back. But if you don't have the limited edition or didn't buy the deluxe edition, don't worry about it, you'll still be perfectly okay. So, just proceed through the level as you would normally, trying to build up your devil trigger as high as possible before the boss fight. As this should be on normal, feel free to use things like your taunt and devil bringer to build up your style meter. Be careful not to burn any devil bringers, as there will be no replacements in this level. Technically, according to the story, Nico hasn't quite built it for you yet. Unfortunately, getting the secret ending doesn't actually count as completing the game, and therefore you will not unlock the achievement for completing it on whatever difficulty you choose to do this on. Sorry guys, no shortcuts here for you today. You see here that I'm revving up my sword even before the battle. That'll just give me an extra burst of damage as soon as we get into the fight, especially if you haven't quite mastered revving mid-combo. I'm also charging up Blue Rose just to get some extra overcharged shots straight away on the crystal. Now the point of this fight is to wear down the crystallized Yamato and damage Urizen himself. And what makes this a secret ending is the fact that you can actually defeat Urizen by killing him as Nero and stopping the chain of events that happens throughout the game, therefore ending it in the prologue. You can see why I chose Gerbera GP01, as it gives me extra maneuverability in this fight. Also, the other reason I told you why to beat the game before starting this was so that you unlock Nero's Devil Trigger. Now this is going to help you out tremendously, as you're going to do a ton of additional damage. Don't be afraid to burn some of your Devil Bringers if you need to, in order to escape taking loads of damage, especially when Urizen uses his time freezing mechanic. Now guys, I can't stress this enough, you want to complete this fight in one phase. If you break the crystal and you're unable to defeat Urizen, you'll find yourself in a lot tougher battle. In fact, I found it pretty much impossible, and personally, I have never been able to break the crystal twice. Dodge, use your combos, use your devil trigger when needed, especially if you find your health running low, as if it gets too low, you'll trigger the cutscene. However, make sure you leave yourself enough gauge or enough time to build it back up so you can use it right away as soon as you can damage Urizen. Again, don't be afraid to burn some devil breakers or use their abilities as much as you need in order to survive this fight. Just be sure that you have one or two of your more powerful ones in reserve for the damage phase. Be sure to keep a close eye on the crystal's health, so you know exactly when the damage phase is going to begin, and when you should start unleashing your more powerful attacks, like your overcharged devil breakers or your devil trigger itself. Another pro tip is to start charging your devil breaker as soon as you see the crystal about to shatter. For this reason why I recommend Gebera GP01 or the Mega Buster, as you can do a ton of damage as soon as Urizen's shields drop. Once you're in Devil Trigger, jump up to Urizen and use the Devil Bringer's grab ability. You can do this twice in the fight and it does a ton of damage. Once you're done punching and kicking him in the face, just proceed to damage him normally. Use your Devil Breakers, use your sword, whatever works best for you. But whittle away his health and bam, you will trigger the secret ending. Well guys, I hope you found that Ninja Masterclass super helpful and that you guys can get the "Well, I'll be damned" achievement. If you enjoyed this video, then a like would be super appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe to see more content on the channel, such as unboxings, reviews, and of course, more guides. And as usual guys, I'm going to say thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.